Oh my god.
Bro,
So
I have those in
I'm gonna
my
have
freezer
something in my
and I
mouth.
can't-
Wait, should we have like a little jingle at the
It's gonna be
start?
sucking the whole time.
Have it like fade.
Oh yeah,
Fade out.
I'll ad lib it. Hurry up, just do it.
Wait, okay, what? You're gonna add the? Oh, okay. Like, okay.
Okay,
Okay.
wait.
We're live. I think. Yeah, we're live. We're live.
We're
Go.
rolling?
Wait, I'm trying to think of one. Hold on.
I'm not.
This might be shitty, so cut me some slack. Welcome to the podcast of Yellow and Black.
No.
Wow, that's actually really good. On the fly.
That was pretty good.
That was clean.
Oh, I just look at our logo again.
Wait, what's the,
I
wait, could you
I
resend me the
actually-
You,
link?
honestly, have you not seen the logo?
I haven't seen the logo.
Look at
yet.
the scroll
Wait,
up.
you guys-
Scroll
Yeah,
up.
see me. Give me the. Wait, is the logo the? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Is it in
Have I
general?
told
Where
you
is
guys
it?
about the
It's in general.
that? Oh no, wait. So, order of business. Kidus, would you like to state our order of business?
Yeah. All right.
We
So.
have we have like one thing on the list.
All right, we're gonna talk about just. Okay, we're gonna talk about the Nintendo Direct first and foremost. All right, the recent one, September 13th,
Are we going in order?
Thursday. I guess.
Primarily.
Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay, we're doing that, and then, but then there's like other game and stuff, right? That wasn't in the Direct, like the new Pokemon stuff. What's it called? Just
Bro, fuck
stuff.
Pokemon. I'm done with that shit.
What?
I said I'm
Oh.
done with Pokemon.
What?
What's up? What's up? Got something to say? What's up?
All right, so Alex has
Okay,
been
we can-
muted now.
Oh, man. we can get back. We can
Nah.
get back to that later.
How's it? Huh?
Yeah.
There's
All
no
right.
way.
Okay. Can we? Okay. Let's just do that. All right. We have
Okay,
plenty to talk about in
Nintendo
the Direct
What
alone.
was the first screenshot you sent of Nintendo?
Wait, hold on. We didn't even introduce ourselves.
Oh, we
Alright.
have to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
Nah.
I think Kidus goes first because
Yeah, Kidus goes
Kevin-
you know,
okay,
as
Kevin,
they say,
Kevin. Alright.
shortest first.
All right.
Are we still
So
doing the noun thing?
what the
Short-
the noun
shortest
thing?
first.
Are we? Oh,
need
shortest
the
first. All right.
The noun thing.
All right. They call me.
Shortest, yeah.
They call me Albert Jordan, cause
We're not calling you that.
I actually just said Kidus like already. So
Yeah, we've definitely
It was a
all
good
said your
try.
names so far.
they actually call me the Black Megamind, but yeah. That's, so that's
we
Mega
call you
Mind
an
is
idiot.
much taller than you, so no.
Okay.
Okay,
I don't think I need
next.
it. Yeah. Next. Okay. Who's that? Okay. Eduardo, you go.
All right. I'm the taco, the Digitaco, the one and only.
The taco that the bee's
Uh-huh.
holding.
I
okay,
have,
that's it.
have a very
No,
basic
you
voice.
got one. You got one sentence. That's it.
Okay, that's it then. You
All
think
right.
we can edit that out?
Yeah. Okay. I'm
No, the audience is like, what did they edit out?
I'm Neo. Okay, next.
Wow.
Alright, they call me Black Magic, 3Ks no C.
That's
Pop 'em
Mr.
with it.
Sandman.
How you feel? My name Mr. Sandman.
No.
You know,
And bands. It was a good. It was a good live. It was a good podcast.
Yeah, we did our
We didn't even get to Kevin. Okay, thanks for having us. See you.
Yeah, but
guys.
thanks for watching.
yeah, you know, follow me on
Thanks
Twitter.
for listening. Yeah. Check me out. Wait, okay.
Add me
Kevin,
on Snapchat. You already know what it is.
Okay.
Kevin.
Alright, the name's
Sleep, we have to
Kevin,
tease
aka
host-
Young Rice.
Okay. That's Young Rice.
Kevin
That's the
Frame,
only
choo
accurate
choo in this
Check
bitch.
him out. Check him out on SoundCloud.
Check him out,
Under the
SoundCloud.
moniker at Kidusrox on YouTube.
Yep.
And,
Also, he wants nudes. Send him nudes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Send me all of
Send
them.
nudes, please.
Like if your cock is bigger than 5 inches, you want sticks.
Okay. But in all seriousness, this is Kidus. He's hosting all this bullshit.
Yeah.
It's his idea mostly.
Terrible idea.
We're being held
Um,
hostage.
We have Eduardo here also, the taco himself. Maybe I
Mhm.
shouldn't have said his name, but you know, it
We can edit that out.
sucks for him.
Wait, we're not using his name?
I get.
No, we're not.
No, you're the
no,
only
we're
name we're
using-
actually using.
Okay. Anyways.
Wait, are we not
Neo-
using his name? Do I have to edit that out?
No, you don't.
Alright.
I'm Neo or Neo, however you want to say it.
Young Neopets?
This is my
They named it after him. They actually named Neopets after him.
Yeah, it was actually.
His dad owns the
my
company.
dad.
Yeah.
My dad. Invented it. We
Yeah,
have
my dad only
Alex
works at
the
Nintendo.
Bullfrog.
Well,
That's
popping with it.
that's the only thing you need to know about him. He's black, and
Yeah, I'm a Negro. What's
that's
poppin'?
basically all you need to know. Now that I think about it.
I would say the N-word.
we have
He has
our
a mean
guest-
hairline.
We
Mean
have a
widow's
guest
peak.
star,
Okay, who's gonna
Kevin.
say nigger now?
Oh my god!
We can't do it this early. We just
Next
started.
time, don't call out my hairline so early, bitch. God, you have the exact same hairline. God, you gonna be a nigger this early?
Need some like self-control.
I literally said I wasn't gonna do it, and then he was just like hairline, and I'm like, bitch, you think it's a game? Mess with your whole livelihood.
I'm not editing this, by the way.
Yeah, I know you're not, bitch. Fucking nigger.
Oh no, you gotta have that now.
That's less views now, less viewers.
We can censor that, right, Kidus?
I
It's not
might
like
have
they're
to.
gonna know
I
I
don't
said
know.
nigger in the before you put it in. Like, it's not like you're gonna put nigger in the title or something.
I'm not. You're right. I'm not.
Wait, are we not live? What?
We are. What? Okay, wait. Who's after? Okay, Kevin.
And then Kevin, we don't care about.
Why are we introducing ourselves again?
Oh, because we fucked up the first time. What's good? I'm a nigger. What's
First-
up? How's it
Anyways, subject Nintendo Direct.
That's the first
please.
subject. All right, we're gonna start with, of course, the first one that they revealed in the direct.
No, the first screenshot that you sent actually.
Wait, what? What was my first
That's where
screenshot?
we're It's Kirby's extra epic yarn.
Did I? Where did I?
Oh,
Oh,
lit.
where did I put? Did I put that in
I'm
game?
actually-
The game is lit though. What?
It's
Yeah.
in gaming.
Oh, I put that. Oh yeah.
Honestly, all those like yarn-based games that they've been doing.
All the
are actually-
screenshots that Angel put. Yeah, we can do that. Let's just
I
go
love
there.
Kirby's epic yarn, bro.
The first one, I wasn't really turned on to it because Kirby's, I don't remember what it's called. Kirby's
Dude.
like Dreamscape thing, where it was just
Epic
Kirby and a
Yarn?
ball, really pissed me off.
Oh no, he's talking about the
that,
what's it called the
Kirby's epic yarn on the Wii.
No, he's talking about like the one where like you play like the ball and you use like the thing,
Yeah.
like draw like a
Yeah,
path.
yeah,
like,
yeah,
to-
I know what you
Yeah.
You use the stylus to
What's it
draw a
called?
path. Yeah, I wasn't
that
really a
game
fan of
can
that
be,
either. Now that you say
Yeah.
It's like Canvas
And so
Curse. It was the
when
one before
yeah,
Canvas
Canvas
Curse.
Curse, literally. So when
Oh, that
Kirby's
one.
Epic Yarn came out, I was just like, oh, this is another bullshit game. But then I saw it and I was like, oh shit, this actually
It's
looks
a great
mad.
game. I played this through
And
this
it
with my
was.
sister.
It was actually just a great game. It was
Kirby's
really just
Epic
a great
Yarn
game.
was like one of the greatest games that I played with my brother, and we didn't play a lot of games. That's why I said
It's
great.
the first game my sister and I
Yeah.
played through together.
Exactly.
First time
And,
I
like,
actually got her to
Yoshi's
sit
Woolly
down and
World-
play.
all those those spin-off games set in like a multi-dimensional world have been like A1. Like it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
it's
really.
very funny actually. Yeah, they need to make one of those games for Sonic just so he can get a good game in his series.
A good 3D game.
Yeah,
They-
no, just a good game period.
But they
I'm
did
sorry,
that. They did that with
Secret of
the.
the Rings was-
They did the Secret of the Ring.
Yeah.
Secret Rings. And the Black Knight.
Let's not talk
I
about
don't know the
Secret.
Black Knight one.
Okay.
Let's not bring up
And-
anything black at the moment, please.
Black. All right.
So there was the what's it called? Bowser Jr.'s Journey. What was that about?
Wait, I thought we were going in
Oh,
order.
part
Okay,
of-
so that's
order-
the that's
that's part
the
of,
what's the new mode they're adding to the Bowser's Inside Story remake.
Oh no, I was
Yeah.
looking through the trailer. I like searched up.
What? Oh.
I searched up a link, and it was Kirby's Extra Epic Yarn, and then I saw Bowser.
Wait, were you
Juniors.
skipping Luigi's Mansion 3?
I didn't see that.
Which
That was the
Luigi's
first thing they
Mansion?
showed in the
Luigi's Mansion
direct.
3, I'm actually not
Okay,
too excited
alright,
for.
everyone, stop talking.
Are we going by the screenshots?
Yeah, we're going by the screenshots.
I'm going by
Okay,
the
sure,
screenshots.
sure.
Alright.
Luigi's Mansion.
I don't know what the hell Aboke is.
Yeah, is that English?
Is that? I don't even know. It looks like Russian to me. Anyway,
Looks like
moving on.
immigrants.
We're doing Luigi's Mansion 3. All right, here we go. Right, you see little hints here and there about like this Luigi's Mansion. It's not really a mansion. It's a hotel. You see?
Yeah.
You see
Oh shit!
at the beginning.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don't
I'm
do
doing it. At the beginning, you see like, Luigi with his poltergust, his classic friend. You see Mario, but see Mario isn't there. Only this like thing that looks like a suitcase, and then like also.
I think it's called a
rooms that he passes
suitcase.
by, I just said that. Did I not say?
You said it's a
suitcase?
thing that looks like a suitcase.
There is that trolley, if that's what you're talking about. That like it's like a little cart in the hallway
Okay,
that
but I
has.
don't want to like. I don't want to say it's like it is a suitcase, because
I'm pretty sure that's a suitcase.
It's pretty
I'm
big
sure
though.
it
It's
is
like
too,
it's
but,
bigger than Luigi.
It's those luggage cases that you can't. Well, like to be fair, they're not very to scale. Majority of the time.
I won't. Anyway,
Yeah.
But like
Fair, so is
Mario
Mario.
canonically is 5'1", so and Luigi's taller than him, so that's a pretty big suitcase.
it's not even. All right.
Wait,
Anyway,
so let's
moving on.
can I just wait?
Luigi,
Can we
like
like
in the trailer, Luigi's walking by the rooms, and they have like the little like numbers, like 501 and room 502.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
yeah, I
In the
saw
beginning,
that.
when he's going in, you see like the check-in with all the keys and such. So I propose that this excuse me, this game takes place in the same universe as the famous Philips CDI game.
No, why? No.
Hotel Mario.
finish?
It's Hotel Mario. It's just
You really,
it's just Hotel
you really
Mario.
did it. You really.
Yeah, I did it.
All
Um,
right.
It's
I have
just
to
Mario.
argue with you. I have to argue with you because Mario is nowhere to be seen in the game.
But it's Hotel Mario.
No, but it's
You don't
not,
know if it's
man.
Luigi's hotel.
Because
It could have been. It could have been like at the beginning where like Luigi
Mario
like
there?
wins the mansion or
Is
whatever
Mario
or
there?
whatever.
Is
And then
Mario
but it's like Mario and he's like, dude, check this out, free raffle.
But it's
He enters
Mario
and he's
there.
like, you win this hotel. And then Mario's like, hey man, I could put that. I could like invest in this, dude. You can invest
but
in
it's
land,
Mario
invest in
there.
real estate. You get some return back. Get some coinage going on.
Now,
put
I
that shit into
understand
the
your
bank and
point.
invest.
Could this be a
understand your
direct
point.
sequel?
Very well.
Alex, you're a little quiet.
Yeah,
I can-
you are
I can
kinda
hear you
quiet.
Trying to
Really?
talk, but
I
I'm
don't know
going
where
to
my
take
mic is.
a. I'm gonna take a quick screen cap of this Luigi's Mansion 3 trailer. He does walk in the hallway. He's like creeping through this hallway, and there is a weird poster of him for some reason, but
Yeah.
that's not what I'm talking about.
I know.
I was talking about the this like trolley with like what's the word for it?
The ones that you put.
Wait, no, put it
suitcases
in general, so we don't have to
Or
scroll all the way down.
No, I put it in gaming. Fine.
Okay, well.
Oh,
No, we can
lol.
just use gaming.
My output volume is at max. I cannot go any louder than this.
Oh, I
No,
thought
the-
first I thought
the
Luigi's
clean-
mustache was a. I thought his mustache was like a pair of sunglasses. I was like, who is that? He's like
Yeah, he has a
big
massive
forehead.
Big forehead.
Wait, can I show
yeah,
these
and
on the
most
video?
most houses don't have like a trolley that's meant to.
Clean
to-
trolley.
Yeah, that means there's maids, which means fan service.
Yeah, that.
Which-
What?
Oh my
Yeah.
god, fan
Nintendo
service
bent
ghosts?
over,
That's
and
hot.
they're giving fan service. It's too late.
That's all we
Crazy.
really
Service
wanted, right?
ghosts.
Nothing else is important.
But did you see that like near like the end of the
Yeah.
trailer they had like Luigi's in like a foyer or something, and then there were like these 4 posters on like hanging down. It was like Toad, Mario, Luigi, and Peach, and no one
Yeah.
I know no one's talking about that.
Wait. What are you talking about? At
Like-
the end of the trailer?
Like near the end, somewhere near the end. Like no one's talking about that. I don't know.
Oh, there is. Yeah, I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, you can
I
barely tell
do-
that that's Peach.
I only get a look of Toad, but I know exactly the scene you're talking about. When like those astral gates are slamming down.
Yeah, I think. It's crazy.
I wanna play that, even though I haven't played either of the first 2, and they have a multiplayer too, right? Is that in the third? No, that's
They're,
the first.
from there in there when the for
That's
the
in
remake of the first one.
Yeah,
They're adding multiplayer, but it's like
Which is
not
really cool.
as like it's not what I want. It's not like true like 2-player going through the thing. But it's because it's like first you need to have 2 copies of the game, and then you gotta have the what's it called? It's like the second one only has 50 HP instead of the full 100.
Hmm.
It's like a half co-op. It's like the Mario Kart 7 download play. Like you can only play as Shy Guy. Like what is that?
Well, like you don't expect them to download the whole entire game. I can understand it for like Mario Kart DS, but like, are you really gonna expect the 3DS to download like 24 plus characters, including like the skins?
Just give us a few, man. Like just Shy Guy and the
That's-
colors.
I feel like we're getting a little off.
Oh
topic
yeah,
here.
we are. Yeah. Okay. Wait, we weren't even supposed to be at the remake yet. What's the next? Okay, so Splatoon 2, more stuff, right?
Splatoon.
Yeah.
No,
I didn't watch those yet.
no. It's Bowser Jr.'s journey.
Wait, what?
No.
Bowser's Inside
That's
Story
after
was
that's after
Bowser's
Luigi's
Inside-
Mansion. Okay, I guess we're skipping Splatoon. All right.
No,
Okay,
wait,
for,
what?
for our audience, we have like screenshots of various.
Wait, what are we
events
talking
of
about?
The... I'm just thinking-
Oh,
Before,
wait.
yeah.
We're going by the
Oh,
screenshots.
I'm sorry. There's the cap of Luigi's Mansion, and there's a secondary cap of Luigi's Mansion right after the Splatoon one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Splatoon 2.
I
Yeah.
skipped over the Splatoon one because I was not interested in Splatoon. I don't really plan on playing Splatoon anytime soon. So,
I know it's a
take
good
over.
game, but it's not at the top of my priority list.
Yeah, for some reason I can't get myself to play a Nintendo shooter. It's not like, I don't know. Nintendo's always been like that like family friendly thing, and I know Splatoon is everything family friendly, mostly, I guess. But like, just playing a shooter, I don't think I can feel myself being compelled to like try a lot. Like in a game like Rainbow Six Siege, you could like really feel the atmosphere that's like really pushing you to do it. I can't play an FPS that's kind of like that doesn't take itself seriously, at least at sometimes.
Well, it's not an FPS. But wait, did you call it an FPS?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But it's like it's not like that's the thing about it is that it is like more like, you know, what's it called, like silly. You know, it's not trying to take itself that seriously. Like that, it's like that's the thing about it. It's like kind of like changing this genre, and they kind of giving this twist. It's like, oh, it's like
It's part of,
paintball.
like the Nintendo polish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like the childish charm.
And it's
Like,
like
take a game
yeah.
like for every like popular game there is in like PS4 and Xbox One, there's like the Nintendo polish equivalent. Like a lot of people would compare like Dark Souls to Zelda, especially with like Breath of the Wild, or like the atmosphere of Wind Waker versus Twilight Princess. But and then like, I mean, it's not like as a popular comparison, but I guess you could compare like Super Meat Boy to Mario and like various other stuff, like Rayman to Donkey King. But that's the idea.
Going back to the comparison of Rainbow Six and Splatoon, I can see what Neo means because in Rainbow Six, there's a lot of strategy involved. Different operators, you can play each map differently. But in Splatoon, from what I've seen, it's really.
Oh, you have not seen like competitive Splatoon then. That is.
Yeah.
That
I've
is.
not seen it. I'm pretty sure it's pretty complicated, but
It is very like you have different like equipment you can use, and there's like a very. I think when was it? There was like an invitational or something with like competitive Nintendo games, and then they were playing. It was like last year during the like. Oh, it was the World.
It was what?
The Nintendo World Championships.
Oh
They played
yeah.
Yeah, and they had like the teams were all like planning their own like strategies and everything.
here, let me go
Great.
quickly enlighten myself with some footage.
Yeah, I'm watching some
Like
footage right now.
competitive.
Yeah, there was the Switch reveal trailer. They had like that whole stadium. Everyone they were playing Splatoon. It was crazy. That's what I'm like. That got me so hyped for the Switch. It was like we're gonna see stuff like that. Let's go.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Now
it's
I
not- it's
definitely
not-
see what you mean by the
Yeah,
game.
yeah, I can definitely see this game
You
being
can definitely see it.
pretty competitive.
But then again, like there's a difference in atmosphere. I get what y'all mean.
Yeah.
But I didn't bother seeing this that's little section. I don't play it, and nor do I plan on playing it anytime soon. Not because it's bad, just because I'm like you said, there's other stuff on my priority list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of priority lists.
Yeah. Speaking of priority list, let's go. Bowser's Inside Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. Let's go. This is the greatest RPG of all time. I will never stop saying this.
Okay, I've never played any. the only time I've ever been exposed to a Mario and Luigi game is the one where we were like.
No way.
but like despite that like awful experience.
Hey,
I
go ahead and
really
check that out.
want- I
My
really
Bowser's
like-
Inside Story playthrough that I don't think I'll continue because it's on my
You're
old computer.
such a scumbag. I hate you.
It was for those of you out of the loop, it was a stupid like everything that Eduardo would just watch and just comment every now and then. So, what I'm getting through this trailer is that like it's an like a updated version of Bowser's Inside Story.
It's just Bowser's Inside Story plus it like just literally this.
It's like the main game with new graphics and then that little side mode.
Yeah.
I really like that idea.
This is interesting. I like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I was more like hopeful to see a Bowser's Inside Story that somehow works Bowser Jr. into it, but I guess this technically basically is.
Well, that's what I wanted to see. Like, I was kind of concerned like how they would fit Bowser Jr. into the original, if at all they fit him into like the original story.
I got scared when you said you wanted. I thought you were about to say you wanted to see a Partners in Time remake.
No, I mean that'd be pretty funny, but
Partners in Time remake.
I'm really curious how they incorporate Bowser Jr. into the story that was already made. Like if you see, like if you're in a battle or something, and then like in the distance you see like a giant Mecha Bowser.
Yeah, I want to see that because none of the Koopalings were in the original game. I want to see that. All right. Neo, were you like saying something?
Oh no, I wasn't.
Oh, okay.
It's fine.
This is the greatest game. I want to hear how they remake that final boss theme in the final. I need to hear that how they remake that. I don't know if they can do the original one justice.
Funny story about Bowser's Inside Story, though, is that I never beat the final boss. I believe. When you're fighting.
You better be careful. Don't spoil.
Dark Bowser.
All right, you just spoiled. All right.
Well, if you're
okay, when did this game come?
Already, like,
Bowser's Inside Story.
It's super dated.
It's 2009.
Yeah. Okay.
That's like almost 10 years ago.
That's almost 10. Oh my god.
If you haven't, God, we're old.
Man. Don't ruin the surprise for people. This is a beautiful game.
Inside Story, then first of all, why are you listening to this?
Because they want to know if they want to play it, you know?
Okay, sure.
They want to buy it because they didn't get the chance before.
You know what?
Non-spoiler.
It's kind of late, but whatever. I could not defeat this final boss, and I guess it was either my 9-year-old inability to tap a button fast enough, or it was like it was probably that. But I could not defeat this boss, and it was a big issue because like the whole purpose. No, I'm not gonna explain the mechanics of the boss, but I could not mash my buttons hard enough, and it wasn't even like multiple different buttons. It was just mashing B.
Isn't it? There's only like one thing where you mash in the fight, right?
Mash B. Mash the. It was like no. You need. Okay. A big mechanic of Bowser's Inside Story, so this isn't really a spoiler, is Bowser's and a key feature was inhaling this
the inhale.
Yeah, I could not inhale.
That wasn't
this
even that
boss.
difficult. That's crazy.
Yeah, I know, but I was 9, so.
Very unfortunate. I want to play that carrot eating mini game again. That's what I want to do.
To be fair, 9-year-old me seems to be a lot better at that game than you were able to do like last year. It is. So
I don't want to talk about that. Let's move on to what's it called? What's this? You're right, the Yokai Watch, the spin-off.
Sorry, I don't play Yokai Watch, and I don't really like that either.
What is this, cat dog?
No, it's like the red cat. It's the red cat core. Yeah, red cat core and then white dog squad.
Okay, first of all, my first issue is their two alternating colors was red and white.
Yeah.
Not like black and white or red and blue or red and like yellow maybe. But red and white.
Red and white.
I need to talk to someone about that.
Cause it's like ice, and like ice is white, or that like the general depiction of ice is white.
Sky blue or something. When I think of ice, I think of like a baby blue color.
Yeah, cause you actually know what ice looks like. I guess a lot of people don't.
I guess a lot of people in
Or
Japan
people
have
think that a lot of
universities.
people don't.
You heard it here now, folks. You said Japan sucks as a country.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Good luck getting to Japan now.
Crazy. You actually just sabotaged me.
All right, I'm not interested in Yokai Watch.
Okay, next game, Capcom Beat 'em Up Bundle.
Wait, what is that screen cap? Right
I'm
after
assuming that's from
Watch?
Yokai
Is
Watch.
this Yokai Watch? Yeah. What is this? Capcom
Beat 'em Up Bundle. Right, that's
I
like the
wanted-
compilation of those fighting games, right, from the arcades.
Like side-scrolling fighting games.
I think it's like
Yeah.
it's like a beat 'em up.
Remember like Photo
no,
Dojo?
Are we talking about? Are we
There's some beat 'em up
Are we
games,
talking
actually.
about like Scott Pilgrim and?
I don't remember. It was like some. Shoot, what is that? Hold on a second. Okay, y'all talk about this.
Okay.
All right, can we move on?
The only Capcom shit I know about is
Megman,
Mega Man.
Megman, and Phoenix
You have anything to
Wright.
say about? Oh no, Kevin's fucking gone, dude.
Oh no, I'm just here. I have mic problems, so I don't want it to interfere.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't play Capcom.
I don't know what this screen cap is. More games, more features, more fun.
Oh yeah, it's for the
Oh, that's for
Nintendo
the online. Yeah.
Switch.
Oh,
I have multiple problems with this. Like they. Okay.
All right, they can't hear me right now,
Okay,
but
so
I gotta
If you
go.
look at the second one,
Because,
that's where like all the features are.
do something for
So you
like
see,
5
little,
minutes.
Like 5 little symbols, right?
I hope I don't miss
So like the first one is
stuff.
supposed to be obviously like the online play thing, and it's. Does anyone know off the top of their head how much like a Xbox Live or like PS Plus account costs?
there's
I
no
think-
way I know.
I think it has to be over 10. Give me a quick second. I might be wrong though. Give me a quick second. It is 60 a year, or gold
60
member is 40 a year.
Okay, so they charge you per year.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then for the Nintendo Switch Online, I'm scrolling down. I'm looking at the prices. Individual memberships. 1 month is 4, 3 is 8, and 12 is 20.
So multiply 4 by 12. What is that, like 50?
4 by 12, that's 48.
Huh?
4 by 12, 48.
48. That's $48 a year. That's not that bad, actually.
But no, I'm looking at individual memberships. It says you can pay $20 for 12 months.
Yeah, which is a lot of savings. So I don't know. Looking in retrospect, I guess it is a pretty good deal. Considering you get other stuff too. Okay. Here's the thing. So you get the online play, right? So like if you want to play Smash online, you're gonna have to pay. You want to play like Splatoon online, you're gonna have to pay. My brother's now gonna have to pay if he wants to play Fortnite on the Switch.
Really?
Yeah. So all right, the second one is you see those like NES controllers.
Yeah,
Um,
aren't those the like
Those are that's
old retro
basically
games, right?
yeah, that's basically like how like the PlayStation Live thing or Plus, they give you like a free game or whatever, if I'm not mistaken.
I think
They
yeah,
do that, but it's
PlayStation
with-
Plus. What they do is that they give certain games for free from the membership. You can play
Yeah,
those.
like each month or something.
yeah.
And then, well, like the way it works here, all I know is that they give you like retro games for free.
Okay.
Apparently, in the direct, they showed like a screen with different panels, and each panel was like its own retro game, right? And apparently, like I guess the longer you hold the membership, the more like retro games you unlock. I'm guessing they're gonna start out with like pretty like unrenowned games, and then work their way up to like Ice Climbers and like Metroid and whatnot. But it's cool if you want like free retro games if you don't already have them. Okay, what made this next one is what kind of made me a little upset. Was like a cloud
cloud saving.
functionality now.
Cloud.
Yeah, so like that's something you should have anyway. Like with your Nintendo account, because the Switch Online thing and like your Nintendo account and Nintendo, that's all like different. Those are like separate accounts. So if you have like Nintendo Online, like Switch Online, and then you like break your Switch or something, all your data from like your save data from games are stored in the cloud, and you can just download them, like re-download them once you get another Switch. my problem with it is that you have to pay for this thing.
Are we talking about the online thing now?
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
talking about the
I would
cloud
be
service.
fine with it.
Okay.
I would be fine with it if they gave you like a certain amount of storage, and then you could have extra storage with the Switch Online thing. But it's kind of like nowadays with the whole like downloading games and like download versions versus physical copies.
Yeah.
It's a little, I don't know. I feel like I'm that's part of what that was like a major turnoff for me from this online thing. And then the fourth one with the Toad with the smartphone, that's kind of negligible. It's just you can use a free app
Yeah.
with the Switch Online membership.
That lets you just talk with other people.
Yeah,
with
it's like
the
different
Switch.
functionalities. Like you could, I don't know. I'm guessing what they could do.
One of them was
They just give you
the
more
call.
info on the games, and yeah, they have like a voice chat functionality. I'm guessing like, yeah, because they showed like a clip of Splatoon, and they would like show you like your past games or like your stats. I feel like that might be helpful with like Smash Online, but I guess it's not super important. And then that fifth one, they were super vague with that fifth one.
Yes.
They were just like, so yeah,
It's
like
like special rewards
stuff.
coming.
Special rewards.
Yeah.
This is wait, special rewards incoming.
It's just a placeholder for like we don't know what we're gonna put here.
What if it's like monthly special rewards?
Well, that's what the
Like some kind of like a game or something.
that would be like
That'd be
the,
for the retro game category.
I
Yeah.
feel
Yeah.
like that'd be retro game.
Yeah, retro game. You talk about the what's it called? The NES game things?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the NES controllers, yeah.
So we went like one by one, like
Okay,
the five
yeah.
things. And
Oh yeah,
then-
another thing, off the top of my head, those NES controllers are also a separate buy as well.
Yeah, $60.
They look kind of clunky actually. I feel like
They're
you'd
also
have to.
wireless as well, and I'm not sure how good they'd be wireless.
No, I'm sure they'll be fine.
The Joy-Cons are fine.
Yeah.
But what my problem with it is that like they have like a rail for it as well, just like the Joy-Con, so you can
Yeah.
clip them
Yeah.
onto the
That's how you
Switch.
charge them.
Yeah, but they do seem a little bit clunky compared to the Joy-Cons. So that's something I would not
Yeah, it'd be harder to like carry it around.
use that often.
Yeah, they seem very, let's see, big.
Mhm.
Like bricks.
Well, like you'd only have it there to charge it. So like you could take it out, like put
Yeah,
it
but
somewhere
you could
else.
just use like the Joy-Cons. It's such a it's like a solution to such a non-problem.
It's just for those people who
People
just
make
want
keypads.
that experience with the controller.
Just like getting I don't know.
Just get the
Feel down here
NES
for a
30,
while.
the NES 30 by 8-bit do.
But
Yeah.
any other thoughts on the Nintendo Switch Online?
I want
think-
more
Move
from
on to
it.
Mario Tennis.
It's, yeah, I think that's what the special stees are for. It does like $20 for a whole year. It's a good deal, I guess, but like you can't just offer like retro games and multiplayer functionality with it, because you're gonna lose a lot of more like player usage through that. You gotta compel me to want this thing.
Yeah,
You
give
gotta
us some
compel me-
SNES games, some Game Boy games.
Yeah, because like SNES or NES games, they're great and all, but I mean, you gotta like with PlayStation and Xbox Live, they give you like games that are like what 1-2 years old, but they're still fun. They're still like good quality games.
Yeah.
Not to say that NES games aren't like good quality, but they're like sort of not relevant, especially with like the younger
Yeah.
like target audience of the Switch.
Yeah.
I mean, not you ask like my brother.
Guys, we are no longer the target audience of the Switch.
Yeah,
Like
Feels bad,
Nintendo's
bro.
products.
What are you
no
talking about?
longer
It's like
targeted
young
towards
adults. What are you talking about?
it's like
You saw the Switch reveal trailer? That dude is an adult.
it's like 12 to like 20-year-olds. Once you start having a serious job, you can't play video games anymore. You're not allowed
Unless,
to
Man,
unless
watch
the
me.
video games are your serious job.
Watch me.
Unless you're like Kidus, me, or
who's determined to have
like a job,
As a job.
in video games.
yeah.
That's the
Yeah,
goal.
that's okay. So before we move on to Mario Tennis, I wanna touch back on like the Capcom brawler thing,
Yeah.
because we kind of did them dirty by not like what was included.
Yeah, I couldn't remember.
It's
that.
actually like I'm looking through the list, and it's actually pretty like pretty good games. Like Final Fight,
Yeah, that one. I couldn't remember that one. That's one I was trying
it's
to remember that.
I've heard nothing but like praises for that game.
Yeah.
Captain Commando, actually not heard of. Knights of the Round, I've heard quite a bit about it, and it seems like a decent game. Armored Warriors, I've not heard about, but like I'm not really into like side-scrolling fighters, so I guess I'm like kind of biased. But like to me, these are actually like pretty interesting games.
Yeah.
I mean,
This
for
is
those
one
for those
game.
who've played them, that's like
Which one?
yes, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's just one game. I'm trying to remember.
It's designed for a very specific audience who've like, for people who actually like played these.
Yeah.
Do y'all know this game I'm talking about? It's like I think the Game Grumps play it too. It was like Wizard something. It was like it's like a really old arcade game, and it was actually fire. Hold on, let me see. Game Grumps.
Wizard game. They probably played like 20
Wizard Fire?
games.
Was it Wizard Fire? It was Wizard Fire. That was it. Yeah. This game, Wizard Fire, looks clean. I don't know, like, I don't think we're gonna have a game like that. Cause this is like more like, you know, what's it
Oh,
called?
hold on. If you guys scroll
genre?
down, like past the Super Mario Bros. Deluxe, they have like a list of the NES games,
Oh,
like
okay.
Bullet Fight and
Oh, yeah.
Mario Bros. I guess I
Yeah,
missed that.
list.
That's kind of
Okay.
this is a little upsetting.
Alex said he's heading out.
Okay.
Oh, unfortunate. All right, well, and now it's even less black.
Yeah.
Even more
Well,
yellow.
I mean, it's you don't flatter yourself.
Yeah, even yeah.
But yeah. Next,
What's next? What's next?
what is this? Kenai? Mario Kenai Aces.
You just,
What's your deal? I don't know.
you just remind me of there's like this. Okay, so one of my teachers has like this cup for pens, and it looks like because like the last like because like it's like capital letters, so like the N has like the like the last line in the N, it's like even more like outline like bolded, so it looks like penis. And every time I look at it, it's like it looks like it's pens, but it looks like something else. Sorry, I just want to say that.
Oh, like your brain fucks with you, and it like
Because yeah.
part of the
Real
N
mature,
has like an
real
I
mature.
as well.
Anyways,
See, he didn't know. You have to let him get the time because he didn't find us funny in middle school. Remember?
Oh yeah.
okay, sure.
So you gotta cut him some slack.
Call me a late bloomer.
But yeah,
What's
Going back
what's your
to-
problem with it? Hold on.
wait, what? Mario Tennis Aces?
Yeah, I don't. What's
No,
your
no.
deal?
I literally had to cough.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Like I did it up the first time, just because, but I've been coughing. So,
Okay.
on the list is that God, why did she take these screen caps so out of order? Mario Tennis Aces. I didn't really follow that game much, so I can't really say much about it. I'm sure Kidus has.
There's
though.
not much to say about it, honestly. Like
Like
I
tennis
bought the
player?
game, and like I'm like this is the only Mario game that I might almost regret buying, cause it's like
It's
core-
just tennis.
okay,
It's just-
the core gameplay is fantastic, but then that's literally it. That's all the game is.
Actually, saw, like on the trailer, I did see like co-op challenges, and I don't know how to feel about it.
Yeah, in this trailer, I like this because they're adding more modes to the game. They're bringing back the ring minigame for Mario Tennis Open. That was my favorite. I played that nonstop on the 3DS. I played that nonstop. That was the only thing I played. That little the way you shoot through the rings and they get bigger after every rally. I love that. It was so good. Just I don't know. It just took a lot. It was just really like engaging. I just really liked it. I know a lot of people liked it.
Okay. Let's see.
No one has anything to say.
it's such a like non-game. Like it's a game, but like it's not.
like
They're not giving
it's
us
in
much
the
to work
name.
with.
It's in the name. Basically, you don't really need to say much after that.
Yeah.
Following the screen caps, we do have Mega Man 11,
That I am really
I'm
excited
honest-
for that. Actually,
I love the
Honestly,
demo. The demo was really
excited
good.
to see. Mega Man as a whole is something I can really. I was about to say like get behind, but actually thinking back to it, I guess that's the only word I can
I
say about it.
here's. Can I just say something real quick?
No, you can't.
I love the updated like look of it. But it still has what was a little bit confusing for me, like watching it, was it's still like the 2D side scroller.
Yeah.
But for me it was kind of difficult to see whether it was like still pixelated or whether it was like 3D like assets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely, I
Yeah,
can
it's,
definitely see what you're talking about.
But like the
You got
enemies,
the clip of it.
were fully like animated. Like they you could tell those were like 3D assets. But it was just it was only Mega Man for some reason that I was like, is he still pixelated or like is he like an actual polygon? Yeah.
Mm.
I don't really like his animation, like Mega Man.
What do you
Like,
mean?
Mega-
I
you know
don't
what-
really
you know
like
what I
his
really
appearance
don't
in the
like?
trailer.
The stupid voice acting they gave them.
Oh yeah.
That's a little cringy, and it doesn't help that like apparently like Cartoon Network is doing like a
Yeah, the Mega Man cartoon.
it's
The Mega Man.
like a really like really bad like
I love how ironic it is
Oh.
because Mega Man is a child.
Yeah.
it's not like it doesn't look bad, but it's like very clearly aimed towards children. Which I guess it's like I don't it's like Cartoon Network.
There's
right? But
there's this catchphrase that he uses that like when he transforms, he says this catchphrase. I don't remember what it is, but it's
It's like-
so
it's like-
cringy.
it reminded me of like Ben 10 for some. It's like Hero Time or
Yeah,
something.
it's like oh wait, he's like time to Meganize. It's like stop, stop, please, stop.
Oh my god.
I remember having a this like weird Mega Man like base figurine thing as a kid. I never even
Ooh.
like played or watched anything about Mega Man. I just had that, and what was I trying to say about it? It was just like it was a building, I think, and I would insert this like these like chips that I'm assuming were like different like drops from the bosses for Mega Man, and they would play something, and something would happen, and depending on which chip you put in, you'd get like something different would happen. I remember being infatuated with these with like this stupid game that I can't even. I don't even think it was a game. I think you just put shit in, and then like fire or some shit, dude. I don't remember anything at all about this game. I just remember.
What an amazing anecdote.
Yeah.
That kind of reminded me of something. I had like a what's it called?
Oh yeah, please tell us what that what this reminded you of.
No, okay. So, okay. For some reason, this is before I was even like, I even knew what a video game was.
I
For
thought you were
some
gonna
reason-
say like born.
Yeah, before I was born.
No, this is like before I was.
Playing this Game Boy before it came out the pussy.
Didn't even exist back then. Oh no, it did actually.
God.
The Advanced didn't, but yeah.
You were
What was I saying? Okay, so I had for some reason our family had a copy. Like they had like a few. I think it was when we moved into this house. Like the previous owner had like some Game Boy games, and they just gave them to us. One of them was Sonic Advance. I think it was the original, and like I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know what the cartridge was, and then I remember getting a Game Boy Advance. I was like, "Oh, it goes in here." And I played it, and like the only thing I can remember of it now is like the music. It's like the bam, 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 bam. You know, it's like it just
No,
kind of reminded me of that.
That sounds like some kind of music you could go insane to. What you hear it over and over again.
But Sonic Advance series is actually really good. It's
I'll
very
have to play it
good.
sometime.
It's very good. Game Boy.
I'm going like through my point of view. This game really reminds me, and it's in how they've like switched it up a bit. It's really making me
Switch.
feel like those like
Switch
more
to
of
the-
those like Eastern side scroller like RPG games like El Sword or fucking Maple Story. I'm really getting it's a
Mm.
weird feeling I'm getting from it all, but it's really prominent for me, and I can't stop seeing it.
Yeah, I think it's the graphics that kind of contribute to that.
And the voiceovers.
Oh yeah.
Rush
coil.
Oh my
But
God, that's
I
such a
feel
major
like
turn-off.
we've been on this topic for a bit too long.
Oh yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah.
New
Especially
Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe.
Considering the next topic, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I don't even know what it looks like. and I already
Super
love
Mario Brothers 2. Super Mario Brothers 2.
I don't know how to feel about
Gamity.
that.
Wait, hold on. Give
It's
me a
like-
quick second. This is the game where they added this
Peachette. That's giving me nightmares. Peachette is giving me nightmares.
I'm gonna look them
Wait,
up
is
again.
it where she got gliding thing?
Wait,
Yeah, you
what's
can play as
happening?
like different characters.
They
like,
they replaced Blue Toad with Toadette. They got rid of my man Blue Toad.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit,
crazy.
they
They replaced him with Toadette, and Toadette has a special power up that turns her into Peach. She just becomes Peach.
Huh? What?
She just becomes
Makes
Peach.
no sense. What?
She becomes Peachette.
What do they call her?
Wait a
Peachette.
second.
Peachette.
Peachette.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
She just becomes Peach.
That makes
She
no
becomes,
sense.
she becomes a Chilean dictator.
I had a
Pinochet.
heart attack when I saw that in the direct. Peachette.
You're like, wait a second.
Okay. I'm probably gonna get like hate for this, but who the fuck is Navis?
Navis?
Hold on.
What are you talking about?
What's going on?
Wait, hold on.
Navis is a municipality in the district of
Novice? I don't know. I was reading the fucking closed captions.
In the direct?
Yes.
In this game?
The fucking bunny with the fucking Bowser.
Oh,
Jr.
Nabbit.
mask.
That's a Nabbit.
Nabbit.
Yeah,
Nabbit.
Nabbit. It's rabbit,
Wow,
but with
these
an N.
closed captions suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of like that.
I really like Nabbit as a character. There are these like these
Doesn't
little
take
levels.
It's a
Wait,
little- it's a
Nabbit
little-
doesn't take damage.
Yeah, that was in the
from
original game.
enemies?
Nabbit, that was in the original game. In the DLC for the game, it's in the easy mode. He doesn't take damage from spikes or enemies or anything or hazards.
Wait, is he like in like Super Mario Galaxy? If you'd like fuck up too many times, you'd have like Luigi spawn in and show you the Was that
Well,
game?
no,
I don't
no.
think that-
It
was that
well,
that
no,
game?
it wasn't. Well, okay, that mechanic has been in a bunch of Mario games, but that's not what he is. He's like a separate. You have to like choose the character.
Okay, so he's just like easy mode.
Yeah.
Oh, there's
Okay.
no like balance system where like he can't jump or something or. like,
No,
he doesn't-
he's very clear.
But like in the main game, he was actually like like Super Mario Brothers 3, like the Hammer Bros, like the bosses, like the little mini bosses that you can kind of. He was
they
like
should've
that.
made-
It was really
They should
cool.
have made him like extremely slow. So if you want to if you want to beat the stage, you have to be moving forward at all times. Like he should have been like that.
Or just like
That would have been a fun.
I don't
side
know, or like what they do with like cheats in PlayStation games, where like yeah you can activate cheats, but you can't like earn achievements. Or like you know how in the
Yeah.
other games they'd have like the big gold coins, like the big coins. You can't collect those or like any
mean the star coins?
Any yeah the star coins. Some sort of like you can complete the level with Nabbit, but you can't collect coins or get like the star
Yeah.
coins or stuff like that.
Peachette.
That'd be a good.
Whoa. Okay. Wait.
Yeah,
so
she has like pigtails. It's weird. It's like
wait.
it's just-
So Toadette and Nabbit are just easy mode characters.
Well, no, Toadette has like it's like slightly easier mode.
Yeah, because her like Peachette, her Peachette mode. If you fall off the screen, you just go back on the screen.
Well,
Well,
only
it's
once
literally
per-
just exactly the same as the flying squirrel suit.
Sure, but
I wonder how many people didn't realize. Wait, this is just this is just the super acorn,
yeah.
but with a different. It's a super acorn costume pack. It's crazy.
oh, new Super Luigi U is getting its deluxe version also.
Yeah, it's being bundled with the game. I like that. I knew that they would have to do that. If they sold that as a separate game again, there's no way.
That is hype though. I'm gonna be honest. I'm really excited for that. Like I'm probably never even gonna have a Wii U, but I'm excited for that.
That's for the Switch. You mean the Switch?
Oh yeah. What am I thinking? It said Super Mario Bros. U. So
It's
I
U
was like,
Deluxe.
they
It had the
coulda-
Joy-Con.
They could have done without like that U part. They could have just been like Super
was-
Mario
that was
Bros.
a really
S or
weird-
something, or just
yeah.
Deluxe. Deluxe would
or
have been
just
fine.
Super Mario Bros. Oh no, wait. I'm pretty sure Super
did-
Mario Bros. Deluxe is a thing. already.
Is
No,
it?
it's Super.
Oh.
Well, it's Super. Yeah, it is.
Oh.
It's like the
They
bundle of
come
the
like-
first 2 games.
Oh. Dang. Well, that's not due until after Christmas, so we'll have
Yeah,
to wait.
but it's fine.
I'm definitely buying that because I have
Maybe
to.
what if that's canon lore that we just got? Toadette can become Peachette.
I don't
The
want to think
canon
about
lore.
that.
The
That's
toads-
the canon
the
lore.
toads-
That's where Peach came from. That's why she's
No.
the monarch.
No.
That's why she's the monarch.
Oh my God! Don't.
She's evolved. She's evolved from the from the toads. She's the alpha toad.
That's crazy. Yo,
Also-
what is happening? Did we just stumble upon this? What's it called? What?
This hidden gem.
This conspiracy?
Of lore.
This is a breakthrough right now.
I can't believe we're breaking through the Mario lore.
Oh my God, Kotaku, where are you at?
We already
Toadette
beat
is
Game
Peachette,
Theory and
confirmed.
Kotaku.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Crazy. We're actually. You heard it here first.
Hey, Kidus, I want you to submit this to Game Theory.
Yeah. Yeah. I am. After I upload this. So,
You didn't even have to tell him that. He was gonna do it.
yeah.
It was gonna
Man, I'm getting my feature.
All right. Okay, Can we move on?
Yeah, what's
Okay.
Okay. I
What's the
want
next
to
one?
talk about Katamari.
Katamari, yes.
I have never.
Wait,
I
we're
have
just
never-
skipping over retro. Okay, yeah.
Well,
We already talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about the retro.
Katamari
I have-
Damacy.
I have never played in my life a single Katamari game
Same.
or anything of that kind.
Same.
But I want to, and like before this, I didn't really understand the appeal of it. But in like watching the trailer, I was like, okay, I can kind of get into
Like
this.
I'd already known the appeal, but I don't have any consoles that can play it. So it's like
Really?
I can't.
What do you mean?
like Katamari.
Remastered and aged.
Is there nothing? Katamari is like not for the Wii U or the Wii or 3DS or like.
Not to my own knowledge. I'll check
Really?
right now, but I don't
There's
believe
gotta be
it.
something. Unless it's for like the PlayStation or something.
Oh, it's on the PS2. I have a PS2. I could have bought this the whole time. What?
Wait a second. What?
What?
Hmm.
I could have had this the whole time on PS2. I thought it was only on Xboxes and like PS3 later. What?
I knew it was in like the. I don't know. I was thinking something else. Anyway,
Man, I
But,
messed
like,
up.
I kind of. The appeal to me, like the main thing that's drawing me towards this is like the music and like the little environments like exploring around.
Yeah,
But aside from that,
Wait, hold
Um,
on.
what?
Okay, sorry. I don't want to skip over any. Just keep going.
Yeah. Well, that's that. Again, it's not like top tier priority, but if I have spare change or something, that'd be something
yeah.
interesting.
It's like what? It's one of those games that like you play to like you just want to like veg out, you know, and just play a game, but you don't want to like just
You don't wanna
to
try
play a
hard.
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you just want to play a game. This is the
It's a
game.
very like casual leisure game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just pick it up and start rolling
Mhm.
around. I love the little dude in the
Literally.
bottom right. I love the prince.
Yes. Oh my God.
Just like-
What is it? It's like the king and who's that? Is that his like
The
nephew or something?
prince. Yeah.
The prince. That's so cool. The king kind of like, I don't know. The design doesn't really fit his like personality, but I don't know. I guess the juxtaposition is kind of funny.
Yeah. Nice use of vocabulary, man. That was very eloquent use. Very appropriate.
Thanks.
I have no words for this game.
What?
I
Okay.
have no words for this game.
All right. All right.
But I'd like to just point out not the prince, the king. Why is he's
He looks
always
like
just
Captain-
like no he's like he always just has this aura of just sexual tension. And it
Whoa.
makes me very uncomfortable.
You're gonna believe me, but like,
Wait, what?
I'm thinking the same thing. I don't want to say it 'cause it's really weird.
No, this isn't like a weird
Oh
Eduardo.
my god.
It's like it's real. Like
No, I know,
it's
but like, I
Oh my
understand,
God.
but like, I thought it was just me.
No, it's not just you. This isn't like I want The Rock to punch me in the face. Sort of.
No, like,
This
look
is
at
like
his-
this is just
it's his legs. He's like,
No.
He's like,
I was talking-
Sprawled
Okay,
out on
yeah,
the
yeah,
side,
yeah.
and with the
I was
guitar,
but I was mostly talking about the text. Like
the text.
I think the text that I saw for the trailer was like we've been naughty, very, very naughty. And then it just showed the game. What?
Have you seen him smile?
What is Nintendo? No, and I
Have you
don't want
seen
to.
his-
I really.
I don't want to see
don't
that.
think. I don't think I want to see that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, what's it? Oh, hold on, give me a second.
I don't want to see it. I've
I'm gonna
already like.
save this- I'm
I've
gonna save
already
this image.
removed my consent from this.
Can I copy this? Can I copy and paste?
There's no consent here.
Can I copy and then
Okay.
paste
Well,
it?
while he's doing that, let's move on to the next.
Yeah,
fucking
move on to
game.
Diablo.
Check that out.
Diablo 3. I've been trying to this game for so long.
Look at the
Yes.
bottom.
No,
Please.
okay, I'm gonna do it just because I want to get it over with.
That's a
Can somebody
smile.
caption this? Somebody caption
That's
this.
a
He looks so
smile?
happy.
Somebody caption this, please.
Oh my god.
Begging
Why?
you, please.
Why I gotta
He
show
looks-
this? I have to show
No,
this.
he just looks disgruntled.
Hold on, I gotta show
I
this
think
in
that's
the
the only-
thing.
He doesn't look happy, but he's not like sad about anything.
Open link.
Thank you.
Can I?
But Oh god, what a
Look at this. I have to show this in the podcast. Oh my god. This is. Why'd you post this?
Yeah, it's all your fault, Eduardo.
Yeah. It is. Wait. Wait, no, you were saying something about. Well, no, I guess we're past. What's it called?
Diablo?
No, not Diablo. The previous one. I already forgot. Okay.
Katamari.
Okay. Diablo is that. It looks like.
I've been
it
trying
looks
to
like
get
League
into
to
this
me.
game for so long. It looks like
Weren't you
what?
guys
Looks
playing
like
it a while
League.
ago?
How
Or is
does
a
it look
different
like
one?
League?
Oh no! Is it League? It looks like something.
No,
It's a
it's not
Blizzard
League.
game.
It's not League.
I think it is League.
The only thing it reminds me of is Path of Exile.
Yes,
that's
that
because it's the
that's
same
what Path of
genre.
Exile. Wait, are you talking about the logo or gameplay?
Actually, in like the game.
The game? What do you mean the game?
The game, like gameplay, like you playing the game. It looks like.
No. The gameplay is like Path of Exile. If you know what Path of Exile is.
No, I'm saying like the visuals. Like it looks like League.
Really, I'd say the whole theme of Diablo is much darker than League.
I think.
Yeah, I
it's
know.
just- I think you're like, oh, it's like, it's a top-down like RTS.
Like a,
it's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
Diablo's not even an RTS.
yeah, I know. It's just like when I see it, like just like glance at it, it's like, oh, that looks like League of Legends.
If I remember correctly, Diablo's like a top-down, kind of like an MMO, right?
Kind of, yeah. It's like
Because yeah.
It's the same kind of game as Path of Exile.
Yeah. Path of Exile quest. You do that, get stuff, boom, kill things,
Yeah.
keep going.
I've been really trying to get into Path of Exile, but like I feel like it'd be a lot more fun with a group of people, but I can't get a group of people to play with me. Anyways,
Path of Exile.
we're still on sticking on Nintendo Direct. Diablo 3 I'm really excited to play because the only the only interaction with like any sort of Diablo 3 characters I've had is with is through Heroes of the Storm. And be that as it may, I really want to I really want to get into Diablo 3.
I might consider this.
Oh, just a random thing I wanted to point out for me. Since they're introducing this Blizzard game into the Switch, I think a different game they could have introduced to the Switch.
No.
Hearthstone, like Overwatch, you know, this.
Not Overwatch. I'd say Hearthstone.
Yeah, not. Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah, thank you.
I don't think
I would.
they're gonna
I would
add
say,
Overwatch
I would say
at this point.
Hearthstone would be a good addition.
Hearthstone would be.
You know what they
super
did?
easy game.
They didn't even. They wanted to put Hearthstone, but instead they put that like Lord of the Rings living card game thing. Which is
Oh my god! Yeah, I was saying while I was watching. That is literally the Hearthstone UI.
so cringy. It's so cringy. I hate it.
What are we talking about?
Like
Well,
it was like
okay.
like
Look
sometime
at-
in the.
This is a
Okay.
later
Yeah.
topic, but
Yeah,
this is
okay.
going later.
Okay,
topic.
but
We're
it
talking about
connects to
tabletop
what we
stuff.
have right now, so I feel like we should go to that.
Like the Asmodee digital.
Yeah, it's like a collection of 3 games that they're putting on the eShop.
The Lord of the Rings one is actually Hearthstone UI.
And then Pandemic is like Plague Inc. And I don't know what is that first one? I can't even read that.
It's like car.
Carcassonne?
I think it's.
Carcassonne?
Is that what that is? Yeah. That's it.
I mean, since we're on this topic, the only thing that I'd be interested in that they previewed or showed was Catan. They're gonna be trying to add Catan to this.
Mm.
If you guys know what Catan is, in my opinion, Catan, the tabletop game, guys should definitely try it out.
Oh, is it that? What's it called? I think I've heard of that. Yeah.
It's where you make settlements and you roll the dice to get
Yeah,
specific
yeah.
resources.
Oh.
And then each player has a specific turn
Yeah,
to
that's it.
advance their settlements to dominate.
I heard about this a long time ago from somewhere. I don't even
Trust
remember where.
me, this is a very good board game. Because, like Monopoly and like Mario Party, this will ruin friendships.
Yeah, this looks
Oh my
really
God,
interesting.
That's the best type of game.
Oh, something I really I'm just gonna mention this, even though this has nothing to do with Nintendo Direct. But you mentioned board games.
Yes.
Over the summer, I went to Ocean City, and my cousin, she brought this board game. Three, I guess one was technically a card game, but one was this Cartoon Network like universe weird board game where you would have it was like, you know, those deck building card games.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was like that. It was actually really fun. I had a lot of fun playing that game.
Yeah, people underestimate
It's
those
called-
Cartoon Network games.
Oh shoot, I don't even remember what the other one was called. Damn, that's unfortunate.
What?
But it was about the whole premise was there were bases, and you would put your cards down in the base to try and get it to its breaking number, and then once you got it to the breaking number, you would get the points that the base stored.
Ooh.
And there were was created at the beginning of the game, and they were based off of 2 factions, and it would be any combination of factions that you had access to. So, ninjas and spies, pirates and zombies, wizards and secret agents, etc., etc. I'm pretty sure spy and secret agent are the same one, and they're probably an expansion pack.
All right. I just want to mention. We're an hour into this podcast, and I don't know how far we are into this. How far are
We're approximately
we? Like halfway, almost around there.
Oh, actually,
we didn't even
we
get to
are
talk about.
we are a minute over halfway, so I feel like we should get back
I
on
didn't
track.
get to, and half of these are the headliner things. They're not. They're really quick ones.
All right.
I don't
Let's
think anyone
speed
here's
things up.
interested in. No, well, I gotta go now.
Oh, what?
Oh man.
Yeah, I was I got pretty lucky actually. Anyway, I mean we covered a lot of ground. I wanted to talk about Isabel and Smash, dude.
Yes, we're talking about that.
I'm just gonna say right now, I'm maining Isabel.
All right. Yup.
None of you can stop me. I'll figure out
Isabel's
every.
game mechanics, her
every
entire
single-
kit is pretty interesting.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna main Isabel. People keep saying she's not a villager clone, but she is. It's just
She's not classified as an Echo Fighter, but she's very similar.
her specials are different. Obviously, her specials are different.
Yeah.
But she's a semi-clone.
Kinda,
Get out
yeah.
of here. Podcast.
Yeah.
One thought.
I don't think you can classify her as an Echo Fighter, literally because the
No, she's definitely
description
not
of
an
an
Echo
Echo
Fighter.
Fighter is
Yeah.
That's not. She's not an Echo.
She's
I'm
not
saying-
I
45
think the only
Epsilon.
reason people consider her a villager clone is one, like there's not a lot of characters in this game that have a really that have items they bring along with them that other characters use.
Yeah.
No, I can't think of one, but there's probably one somewhere. But Villager and Isabel, they have those they have so much in common just because the nature of their game prevents them from having their own unique thing. I guess if they had an aesthetic difference, you could try and work off of that. But Villager is literally customizable way beyond any other character in Smash, I guess.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, Isabella's forced into the general aesthetic. so they're kind of stuck there. I think that's the only like issue people have, because Isabelle doesn't really get her own moveset, but I feel like this is the only moveset that would work with her.
Yeah.
Specifically because like if you gave her like anything that didn't seem to remind you of of like the same game, then she just wouldn't feel like the character.
Yeah. I'm glad they're adding some stuff though, like other stuff from Animal Crossing. Like they didn't put in villagers with like the fishing. That's a big thing in Animal Crossing.
I want to see the implications of that. I want to see that be like Sheik's side B in Melee, where you can just like jimmy with it around.
But it's also like a command grab.
Yeah, it is. It's weird.
I love it.
I want to see it be like it has two hitboxes, like one at the like where the hook is, and that's a grab, and then like the line could be like Sheik's side B in Melee. You could just like gimps for days. I feel like that'd be pretty OP actually.
Yeah, I really like that idea.
Anyway, I'll see you guys next week or whenever we're doing this thing again.
Yep.
Next time, give us like 2 days in advance.
Hey, I did. I said it last Tuesday.
You said it last Tuesday to Alex in a very like.
I posted it in the chat.
Where?
Right here. Look at this.
Black and yellow.
Tuesday,
podcast starting
September
this
11th.
Saturday.
Yeah, exactly. There it is, right there. So,
Okay, but you didn't tell us that you were doing this podcast, or like who was invited, or like what we were doing.
well, y'all already knew you were in it.
No, I didn't know I was in it.
No, I thought this was one of your like like the last time we talked about it. I thought this was like an aspiration you had that would never be fulfilled. Like half of them.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, actually. But here we are.
Anyways,
Alright, well, I'll see you guys later.
see you tomorrow.
Bye, audience.
Do I have to take out the taco now in the picture?
No.
Nah, I'll just leave it there. You can go on and stay there. Eat your taco. Wait, what's the... Should I miss the thing? What's the next one?
I don't understand the next one. It begins 9/18/2018.
Oh no, that was for the online service.
Oh, okay.
Alright, what's
We
the
already
next
talked
one?
about the tabletop stuff. Civ 6.
Civ 6. If I had
Civilization.
money, I would play Civ 6. That's all I can say.
Civ 6, for me, I think is really interesting because in Civ 5, it was more of the pre-century stuff, but then Civ 6, you can get into modern, like really modern times. I just like the whole timeline shift and then the extension for Civ 6. That's what I like.
That's cool.
I've only like seen both through like sources of media, but I can honestly say that I would be definitely interested in Civ.
I know nothing about this.
Oh, really?
I've heard of it. I've heard the name. I know they're like tanks.
Yeah, Civ 6, strategy, great game. I like it. You can do a lot of stuff with it. A lot of routes. Now, Cities, you want you guys ready to move on?
Yes, Cities Skylines, Nintendo Switch Edition.
Yes.
I have no idea what that is.
I think Cities
Same.
Skylines is just a, I'm trying to remember. Give me a quick second. Let me look up a little clip, because I remember
Is
playing
this like no?
Wait, these screenshots don't have that one game that Game Freak is doing, a town. It's not in these screenshots.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, town, okay.
City Skylines. City
Okay.
Skylines.
Okay,
Creating
let's talk about this
cities
first.
in the sky. Or just creating cities in general. That's what City Skyline is. And then managing those cities.
Yeah. That's all I know about the game.
Tell.
Wait, what?
I thought you wanted to
I didn't hear what you said.
tell us about Town.
Okay, Town. It's this game. Game Freak, the makers of Pokemon. That only game that they're known for. They're making this RPG called Town. Well, that's like it's a working title, obviously. Just release it. Yeah, it's an RPG. It's called Town.
Oh, I have to search this up now.
Yeah, so it's like about this dude who's like protecting this town from a bunch of monsters that are invading, and like a whole game takes place in the one town. I guess he just fights increasingly stronger monsters. Like you never leave the town in the game. You just stay in that town, and he's kind of like protecting it. It looks really interesting. I like the graphics. I don't know why it's not in these screenshots.
These graphics look interesting. Yeah. It's giving me a really like Zelda,
Yeah, yeah.
mostly like Ocarina, mostly maybe Wind Waker.
I can see kind of that cell shaded kind of thing.
Yeah. I'm not so sure about it now, but I'm willing to play like any co-op at least, not co-op, RPG at least once. And if there's a co-op, then definitely I will play this fucking
There could be.
because I fucking love co-op RPGs.
I love how they just call it town.
Just town.
It's a nice town. And I love how they really okay. So they talked about town, and then they talked about city skylines. So they talk about town and city. Town and city. That stage in Smash Bros. That's based on Animal Crossing, and then they reveal Isabelle at the end. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
All right. What's the next
So
one?
how about the,
Pikachu, Eevee,
Pokemon?
Pokemon. Well, I don't know what they talked about in the direct. Actually, I don't remember. What did they talk about?
Let's go Eevee.
Did they say anything new?
They were talking about just the various features that comes with the new Pokemon.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new things that you can do.
I know there was that trailer that they released separately. that was talking about the new like partner moves. Yo, in the trailer, the partner moves. Okay, so like instead of like all the HMs, they're replaced with these partner moves that like random that people will just teach to your Pikachu or your Eevee.
Yeah.
So they'll replace HMs. They don't take up a move slot, and that's cool. But like, so like the dude when you're on the SSN, the dude at the end who gives you the cut HM normally, instead, like he goes to this tree, this potted tree in the room. He's like, yeah, he's like this slices it. It's like and it's like, oh my god, oh that's so cool. And then you learn the move. You learn, and they changed the moves. They changed the names too. So now instead of cut, it's chop away. It's like they're changing things up. I just love that idea of that dude just like, yeah, just like cutting it. Just really just tickles me.
I don't have much to say on this.
No, neither do I. I just know about the various that the not more into the gameplay itself.
I want to get this,
Right,
and I want to
right.
get my sister into Pokemon.
If I remember correctly, in this Pokemon game, actually, it's normal Pokemon style gameplay, but they ramp up the graphics a lot.
Graphics are nice.
Because when you see the actual moves go off, you can see them doing the move and then seeing the HP bars going down. It's like the one thing I was disappointed about that Nintendo Direct didn't do was announce anything about Fire Emblem Three Houses.
Yeah, I was expecting, like, where's that?
Because the older Fire Emblem games, the graphics were pretty good, top down. But then in the Three Houses one, you can see a lot of the
Yeah.
attack lines. You see the attack lines for specific people, and when you go into combat, let's see in the battlefield, you see background characters fighting each other while you're fighting. the main character.
That was so cool when I saw that.
That made me really interested in the new Fire Emblem, but I'm really sad that they haven't continued on from E3.
Yeah.
That would be one of my big disappointments about this Nintendo Direct, but yeah, just that.
A lot of people have disappointments with this direct.
Definitely.
Something I'm not seeing in the screenshots that I have up in the trailer right now is Super Mario Party.
That also, yeah.
Yeah, Super Mario
That's
Party
gonna be
Forever.
really good. They're going back to that old Mario Party formula. I don't think
Yep.
Mario Party 2 will always be the best, probably, but I'm hyped for this one. Like in that new like river raft mode, that one seems interesting.
For me, I feel like Mario Party 8 would be my favorite.
Wait, honey or calamansi? And calamansi?
Oh, you thought okay. Mario Party 8. I mean, I like the little worm dude. He's cool.
I mean, the only reason why I like Mario Party 8 is because not only was it on the Wii when I got my first Wii,
Yeah.
is that it was the first Mario Party game actually that I played with my friends. I have a lot of personal fun experiences with it,
Yeah, dude.
and of course us being pissed at each other about getting our stars stolen. But our friendship still stayed intact for hopefully when the new
Hopefully.
Mario Party comes out.
I like that
Friendship
one
will still be
stage.
intact.
What's that one stage? Like the really tall. It's like a really huge tree and like going around. I like that one. That's my favorite.
Wait, which stage was it? Are you talking about Mario Party 8, right?
Yeah, it's like
The
that
huge tree.
that huge tree that you're like going around, like running around. I don't remember what it's called, but that's my
I
favorite
don't know,
one.
but there's this one game mode actually. We're going on a little tangent, but let's talk about it for a little bit. But my favorite game mode for Mario Party 8 is the chance one where you're on the you're on another tree, and then you're cutting strings to see if you get launched off.
Ooh, yeah,
You
yeah.
remember?
Those are
Yeah,
always really cool.
because I think there was either 8 through 10 strings, and then you literally were playing Russian roulette with those string
Yeah.
cuttings. And by the end of the game, when there's 3 or 2 left, and there's 2 people left, you really need to take your chances because
Yeah.
by the time you cut the third to last or second to last, you know who's going to win.
Yeah. It's like that one minigame in Mario Party 2 with like the what's it called? I don't remember. I think
Sunflowers?
is it like the one you're like catching fruit from a tree? I think it's that one. It's like you someone hits a block, and like it shows like all right. I remember. It's like this tree. They're like this, but there's like a bunch of like it's like a line of stuff. They're like fruits, but then they're like bees that'll come down sometimes and attack you, and like it depends on like whichever person that like hits the block. It'll show you how many blocks, how many items will fall from the tree, so you can like kind of strategize there. It's like, okay, how many do I want to fall? Like if I have one item fall here, like will I be hit with the bee? Like it's really like a lot of strategy in that one mini game. I don't know, like it's like really I didn't expect that, especially in like Mario Party. It's like you really gotta like focus and concentrate there. You gotta plan it out.
Yeah, in general, I would say Mario Party, it's a lot of probability, and you have to work around that probability. Such as going back to Mario Party 8, all the dueling that you can do to steal stars and coins.
Yeah.
You really had to test your chances with it because if you did your math correctly, you could technically beat everybody with just basic math.
That's what I like about Mario Party. Like it's like luck based, obviously, but like there's strategy. The strategy makes
There
it
is
really
definitely
interesting.
strategy because you can play around your probabilities and you can make it to your benefit, best
Yeah.
benefit.
I don't wanna like be like stop you guys, but we've been gushing about this.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Damon
let's move on
X
to
Machina.
Damon X Machina.
Machina.
Wait. First off, like the screen cap before it. What is this?
That's the online membership
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
Talking
Oh
about
my god. Okay. Damon X Machina.
Yes.
Machina.
From what I remember and from what I watched in the game, the more things you kill, the more you collect, the more it adds to your arsenal, and you grow from there. That type of gameplay, I've never tried that before, but it sounds interesting to try.
That sounds interesting. Yeah.
Have you guys seen the footage for the game?
I
I'm
don't
about
remember.
to right now.
Let me see.
the general,
Oh, this is really interesting. I'm getting a Titanfall feel, honestly.
yeah, definitely.
Oh, I guess since it is mechs, that would make sense.
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense.
Okay. Oh, this reminds me a lot of like. This makes me feel like this is like a over the shoulder like Ghost Robo. You guys remember that game?
Ghost Robo?
Yeah.
I remember hearing about that.
Oh no, not Ghost Robo. What the fuck? That's that one YouTuber. Oh god, what's that?
Oh, is that a
game?
YouTuber?
Oh shit.
I remember hearing that name.
It's a GameCube game where you would play as these like you would just play as these mechs over like and you would be looking at it over an arena. Oh god.
I don't remember.
Whatever. And you would like summon the mechs with like this cube. Whatever. Let's continue.
Oh, this game! I remember seeing this in. Yeah, I saw it during the direct. Like you're like flying up like into outer space and stuff, right? Like it's so. This one looks really. I don't know. I've been kind of like being intrigued by these kinds of
Custom
like
Robo,
yeah.
Custom Robo.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what that's what it is.
Yeah,
But I've been
um,
intrigued by these kind of like these games where you like I don't know how to describe it. Like how do you describe it? It's like those games you're controlling this like huge mech dude and you're like flying around shooting like these bases and stuff and then like these huge enemies. This is one game on the Switch that's similar to this that was released recently.
It's like it gives you a feeling of adrenaline.
Yeah, it's like these huge epic battles. You're like flying around just shooting stuff. It's
The
really
style
intriguing.
really reminds me of like a neutral colored like Persona.
Yeah, it kind of does.
Because the Persona games are really
Oh yeah.
really like big and colorful at times. And this
Yeah.
is really like warm feeling, because well, the trailer's mostly in the desert, I guess, but I don't know. That's like a good looking game. I'm excited to see like what that holds.
Yeah, I'll be watching that. Okay, next game. Yoshi. Yo-
Okay, no, for me,
Yoshi's Crafted World. I don't know about this.
All
for me,
right.
Yoshi's Crafted World. For some reason, this reminds me of the game Little Big Planet.
Oh yeah, it kind of yeah it does like the
The
visuals,
vibe, the whole
yeah,
creation vibe.
kind of like the
and-
stitching kind of, you know.
but not really stitching, but all the little quirky mechanics you can do to get through the world.
That too
The
actually.
side scrolling.
Yeah,
Because
I really like
Little
Little Big
Big
Planet.
Since I played a lot of Little Big Planet, when I saw Yoshi's Crafted World, I saw a lot of similarities in just the general gameplay, not
Can we
probably
like
specific to
can we talk about like how I don't understand what Nintendo like the games are like tend to be good, but I don't understand Nintendo's whole like let's take a character game and let's make it paper or wool or string.
I don't know, cause they want to like mix it up, but like I think they want to mix it up just to attract and like people who aren't interested in it, like cause like there's like the Yoshi's Island series. Okay, that's like a whole separate thing.
I guess you can feel really overwhelmed by all these creatures that like maybe you don't know about.
Yeah.
But like I guess these games are really like neutral feeling where
Yeah.
that introduces you solely to the character of like the main game. Because like in Kirby's Epic Yarn, the only like that like would return from other Kirby games is like Kirby and was DDD even in Epic Yarn?
Yes, he was.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. And like Kirby, DDD, and I'm pretty sure Meta Knight.
Yeah, he was in there.
Yep.
They're being controlled by Yin Yarn. Yin Yarn.
Yin Yarn was the god. Oh my god.
Yeah, but this game, they're just meant to introduce you to like these main characters. I feel like I don't know. This is weird. It's weird.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's supposed to do, I think. And people were joking like they should have called it, because like there's that mechanic where you can like kind of like flip the world, right? Like you go like flip no
Yeah.
like look at it from the other side of the thing,
Yeah.
from the background, like towards the foreground.
Yeah, we know what you mean.
Yeah, and so like people were talking about like they should have called it Yoshi's Flipping World. Yoshi. It's like, that would have been so perfect. I would have flown out to the UK just for the release of that game. It's like
This game is really cute,
Yoshi's Flipping World.
and I like it. I like the whole premise of this.
Yes, this is great. Any other thoughts?
I don't know why they're going with the yarn again. Or like,
But like
this.
it's working. It's working.
It's working, but like I want to see the I want to say I want to see the original like Yoshi's Island stuff, but like they did it again. They did it twice, and neither of the other ones were as good as the original. So I feel like they don't want to like try to do that because they don't know. I feel like they don't even know what they did with Yoshi's Island. They don't even know why it worked.
Okay, let's get through these.
Warframe.
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 Good old Warframe.
I have a love-hate relationship with this game. I used to play it a lot in middle school, and like early years of high school with some friends, and there's not much to say about the game.
This is that game you showed me
If you,
on Steam.
yeah, if you know about this game, then you either love it or hate it. It's really
Yeah.
There's
really
not
weird.
a lot of people in the between. It's really polarized.
yeah. But like I guess if you like space shooter ninja
Ninjas.
games, then like yeah, Warframe's gonna be a game for you. I don't really know anything to say about it because it's just like being ported. And
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like. Is there any like exclusive things for like Warframe on the Switch?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think it's just a
Just
general
the
port.
Okay, well, Warframe on the Switch. There you
Alright,
go.
next
Next.
we got the DLC that is literally an entire a whole ass game. That's
Hell
just
yeah,
DLC.
brothers. Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Torna
yeah,
the Golden
DLC.
Country.
An entire another game.
It's just an entire game just as DLC. It's a whole ass game. $40. It's a full ass game,
Damn.
Yeah, there's not much.
and it's a prequel to the main game.
Yeah, there's not much content things I can say, but in general, Xenoblade Chronicles, very nice, and I'm really happy that they're releasing
It's
new
amazing.
DLC that I can work with.
Yeah. Being honest, I've never really played or watched Xenoblade.
See, it's very good.
But like I'm told a lot good about the games. So like hey, it's there.
Yeah, well, one of the good strengths of Xenoblade is the soundtrack.
Oh my lord, yeah, you know the
Whole
soundtrack
OST.
now.
The whole
Yeah.
OST. I would recommend anybody to listen to the OSTs.
Yo, there's this one track from the first game. It's called like Unfinished Battle. They play it once in the entire game, and it's like one of the. It's hold on, let me see if I can play it. Unfinished Battle. Here. They play it once.
But then, other than that, another OST that Kidus and I know, it's Thoughts to a Friend.
Thoughts to a Friend is also very good. I'm playing Unfinished Battle for the viewers, just so they can know what it's like.
When our boy Shulk meets up with his, and then the OST plays in the background.
It's so good. They just play it for that one that one little scene in the whole game. That's it. It's so underutilized.
So yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles. Anything else you guys want to say?
Not really.
All right, let's move on. FIFA 19.
It's just FIFA 19.
The screenshot does not make it look very appealing.
It doesn't, but it's just usual FIFA 19
Yeah, it's
being
just
ported
FIFA.
over. It's like Warframe being ported
Yeah,
over.
it's just FIFA.
Yeah, it's just like hey, if you know it, you know it.
You know, you
Go ahead.
Starlink?
Starlink Wolf is
Starlink.
sexy. Oh my lord, that you heard his voice? Like
Oh,
never
yeah.
thought I'd be missing the food on Corneria. Oh my god, it's so smooth, buttery. Whew. All right, is anyone gonna say something? Hello.
Well, for me, I would
Alright.
say it looks like an interesting game. I mean, I don't really do much of this type of genre, but from what I'm seeing in the trailer itself, it's definitely something I would try for just leisure time.
Yeah, I want to see more of the game before I decide if I want to buy it. Cause I don't.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I'll see.
Because so far, what I've seen is we in space, we shooting stuff, things
Yeah.
are blowing up.
Yeah.
Starlink Battlefield Atlas. Now, moving on.
Team
to
Sonic Racing.
Sonic Racing.
When they first announced this, I was actually like interested because like I like the whole team. I like the team mechanic. I really like it. Like how you can
What's-
like
what-
draft off of each other and stuff.
Mm.
I really like that. It's like a unique twist. I feel like.
Yeah, for me, I would like to know more about just the general game mechanics and what you do in game before I can really review it.
Search this up.
Team.
For me,
Sonic
I've only
Racing.
seen just gameplay of them racing around, doing some special stuff here and there.
I like the wisps that they're including here.
Let me go quickly. Hold up. Find some clips. So I remember correctly. Yes, General Sonic. Sonic characters racing against each other in cars.
Yeah, it's
And of course, the coins are rings. You can drift, get drifting.
drifting, these item boxes. It's not like really if you've played Mario Kart, you've played this game.
Yeah, basically.
I don't know if how like the feel is gonna be and I don't know.
I would say, just in general, this game would have to try to compete with Mario Kart because Mario Kart's already so well known and fun. Having this on the table is
Definitely. I don't understand putting Sonic in the car.
that's what I said when I first watched this. I was like, why would you put Sonic in the car when you can outrun a car?
Yeah, it just feels like I don't know. Maybe Sonic shouldn't have gotten a car. But then a lot of the mechanics don't make sense.
Basically, yeah.
But yeah, sure. Maybe they put him in the car.
Okay, moving on to the
Make
next
it
few
fit.
games.
Yeah.
We got Just Dance 2019, another port, new game, another port,
Yeah.
bringing that over.
NBA 2K19.
Same thing, same story.
Yeah. Not much. What is this? I have no idea how to put.
The
Oh,
World
it's
with
English. The world.
with you. I think. Yeah,
I
the
f-
world ends with you.
The,
I'm not.
the world.
Let me quickly.
Is final remix. This is final remix, right? Yeah. What is this? Okay, I'm already getting like a.
Okay, I'm back. Where are we now?
We're at the world ends with you.
That game! Oh my lord, that game!
Well,
You
what you have
seem
to say
to
about
know.
this
You
first.
seem to know a lot more about this game than we do. So
Yeah, we are
be my
kind of
guest.
unsure. Speak.
Okay, so I have not played this game. I know this is a remake of the game. It was originally on the Nintendo DS. I know that game. It's one of those just what's it called, hidden gems. Like it is the almost no one knows about it, but the people who know about it regard it as one of the best games ever. And I know
The music is
Yeah.
really interesting.
like the visuals, just everything about it is just so. It's like it gave me that kind of feel.
It's
Like
really-
I don't
it's
mean it's
really
similar
just-
to Persona.
It's really yeah. That's what I
Yeah.
said when I first saw it.
It's really funky.
really
as I'd
like-
say.
It's really original when I think
Yeah,
about it.
that's what I
Like,
wanted.
Despite the not nostalgia, but like the feeling that it's kind of like Persona, it doesn't really remind me of any other game, and that's really nice. It's like a nice feeling to have, just because like gaming art styles, like having difference between genres is really like seeing when there's like a switch up.
Yeah. I've been meaning to get this game for like 7 years, and I finally get this amazing opportunity to play
But
it
I'm
now.
going to be honest, I still don't understand what kind of game this is. I'm watching the trailer right now. and I
It's
still
it's
don't
a it's like
understand.
it's an RPG kind of,
It's a RPG.
like-
Okay.
No,
but it's
What
like
I feel-
not. It's not like turn based.
I'm just seeing. I'm just getting like a beat 'em up feel from this.
yeah, the hack and slash feel.
Yeah, hack and slash.
Yeah.
I saw that in the trailer as well. That's the feeling that I got from it.
Square Enix again.
Yeah, moving
I'm
on.
so glad.
We got NBA 2K Playgrounds 2.
Bring back Gino.
Just another thing.
I love the sequel to the glitchiest game on the Nintendo eShop.
Just like a lot of games that like if you know about them, you know about them. It's not really like there's not much to say about it, really.
And moving on, we have
What is
Smash
this?
A
Ultimate
nice
Bundle.
Smash Ultimate.
We have
Mmm.
the Smash Ultimate Bundle.
Look at those lazy Joy-Cons. It's just the gray Joy-Cons with 2 lines.
Well, with the Smash, this is 2 lines, boom.
I'd buy that.
But it's very simplistic. I like yeah. I like how they're
Simple,
taking it with
as
this new
I'd
Smash.
say, simple but effective.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We also have the whole
But to be honest,
control
if you're doing a Smash thing, how else are you gonna put it? Are you
Exactly.
gonna put the full
Yeah.
Smash Smash Ball icon in? That's a little much.
Yeah.
Then we also have the little case with the original cast from Smash.
Nice.
The
Nice. The
I-
first
Smash.
8.
I like that. My only issue
That
is
addition's really
Link's appearance.
What do you mean?
Oh, Link looks a little.
Isn't that Breath of the Wild Link?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't like it.
What? Why?
I don't know. I just Breath of the Wild Link's appearance.
What's wrong? What?
Yeah,
Because of he's not wearing the hat.
Yeah.
Other
probably.
than the whole other than the whole Link appearance, Smash Bundle, bam, boom,
Yeah.
looks cool.
Big boy.
Very nice.
Now, Final
What is
Fantasy. We're
Every
getting to the
single, pretty
good
much every
stuff.
Final Fantasy game on this list.
Final Fantasy, boys.
Square Enix is coming through. Where is Gino? Where's Gino?
I don't know, but I'm just saying they're doing a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. But
You got Octopath, Final Fantasy, World Ends With You.
First thing, Final Fantasy 15 Pocket Edition. I looked at the trailer. It seems pretty interesting in my opinion.
Yeah, Pocket Edition, actually interesting, actually.
I would be definitely down to try this Pocket Edition out, but from looking at the original Final Fantasy 15 gameplay and console, the Pocket Edition seems a little different. But
Yeah.
different but unique in its own way.
Yup.
Well, yeah, different is definitely a way to go with it. I don't have much to say on this. Final Fantasy, I've never really been too into.
I'm excited to play Final Fantasy 10.
Oh, oh, Final Fantasy. Oh my God, Final Fantasy 10. It's great. It's absolutely great. But then let's see. We also have
What is this?
Warner Bros.
Go
Lego
DC Supervillains. I have no idea what this means.
Hey,
What are
what?
we talking about here? Is
Oh.
this like Suicide Squad?
Oh, this is like, it's. I mean, I think it kind of. I know the Lego games are very underrated.
I'm pretty sure it's just another Lego game with the DC universe, but as you can tell by the title, with this villains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the whole story and gameplay, but that's just I'm getting.
I don't know how you can to be honest, I don't know how playing as a villain really works in most games.
Not underrated, actually. I said they're underrated, but they're not underrated. They just like people don't talk about them.
Yeah. But I don't know how this will work because I feel like it's kind of clashing because Lego games tend to be targeted more towards the younger audience. And the younger audience also tends to be more, oh, this is the bad guy, I don't want to be like the bad guy. So it just seems sort of like counterproductive.
I don't know. They might be interested in like, oh yeah, this dude.
Yeah, I've really been into like Lego Batman has always been.
Yeah.
Like, I'd play the
Definitely.
hell out of any Lego Batman game.
Lego Batman PSP. You don't even get me started on
Yeah.
that.
I played the second one with my sister. It's really cool. Batman and Robin.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really excited to see how that goes. I hope it does well.
Yeah.
Concept is good. Concept is good.
What's this next one?
Okay. Final Fantasy 12. This is like Final Fantasy 14, an online MMO, but this one came up beforehand. For me, from what I know, the Zodiac Age knew the new expansion and just the new content they put into this MMO RPG. All I know is that they're now putting from, let's see, just normal PC to the Switch itself. The more Switch people can play this game.
Yeah,
I
that's
played
cool.
a little bit of Final Fantasy 12, and the story is really intriguing. In the gameplay, I would say the gameplay is obviously similar to Final Fantasy 14 a little bit, but you can really see the differences.
Yeah.
I love how it's Final Fantasy X2.
Yeah, of course, Final Fantasy.
Like the one of the few direct sequels in the Final Fantasy series. It's not Final Fantasy 11. It's not. It's X2. It's 10. It's Final Fantasy 10-2.
Hell yeah, it's 10.
It's not 20. It's not 12. It's not 20. No, it's 10-2.
10-2. Yeah, Final Fantasy 12. Just taking an MMO over to the Switch.
Yep.
More people can be exposed to it.
It's very nice. Chocobo's
Now-
Mystery Dungeon.
But before that, rolling back though, the extra Final Fantasy games that we get to play. All the good ones.
7 and
I'll buy all of those if I have the money. Don't
We
know
got
if I will.
7, we got 9, and we got 10.
That's like a 10-year adventure there, buying and playing all those games.
Because, trust me, those games' storyline, just general gameplay, you will be addicted if you like Final Fantasy. Even if you don't like Final Fantasy, I would say this is some good exposure to you. Soundtrack and just story-wise, Final Fantasy got you covered.
I'm sure.
okay. Stepping away from that topic, is Chocobo's Mystery
Chocobo's
Dungeon.
Mystery
I have
Dungeon.
no idea what to say about this.
I wanted Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. We got this.
Yeah, Chocobo Mystery Dungeon. You know the iconic Chocobo from Final Fantasy
Chocobo.
getting its own game. CH. Just a little side thing. I saw that song being performed live at a concert at a convention I went to a couple months ago. I saw the entire. I forgot what it was called, but this Final Fantasy whole orchestra thing. They played a lot of music in Final Fantasy, and it was really great. But yeah, back to the Mystery Dungeon. I'm not sure what to say about this.
I hope it's like Pokemon
Yeah.
Mystery Dungeon. I think it is. It seems like it
Probably,
from
but
the
I
video.
don't know how that'll work, but you know what?
I'll check it out.
Yeah, the
I'll-
next
I'll-
snapshot seemed to be more about the whole Final Fantasy stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, so I guess we don't look at that much.
Animal Crossing!
Finally, here we go.
Animal
Now we're
Crossing
on to it.
2019. I'm. What is there to say about this?
It's Animal Crossing. What?
It's like, does anything need to be said about this? Really?
I think
Nothing.
yeah. I think you already know.
It's. I like. How do you explain this game to like, who doesn't know about this game?
Yeah, I feel like people know what this game is about.
Yeah, Animal
Like-
Crossing. If you like Nintendo, and you're pretty sure, I'm pretty sure you'll know what Animal Crossing is.
Yeah. Like if you've heard anything about Animal Crossing, it's the next game.
It's how
And, you
it's
know-
the ideal life.
And finally we have the
The
bundle.
big,
Smash Ultimate.
this,
The big bundle.
the big boy bundle.
You
Big
get
boy.
your, you get your extra GameCube controller with the Smash icon on it. You get little adapters going too.
I already have the adapter, thankfully. I'm getting that GameCube controller. It's
That's a really
clean.
nice like, GameCube controller. But I
Yeah.
feel like we're skirting around something.
What?
I feel like we're missing something.
What do you mean?
Animal Crossing. Like,
What are you talking
I
about?
think that's it. I think that was the entire direct.
Yeah, I think
That
the
king.
direct ended with, Isabelle.
Yeah.
Isabelle.
I'm pretty sure we already talked about this, but just general character concept. I really like the concept because it's really adorable in my opinion.
Yeah.
All of her
Yeah.
moves are extremely adorable.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm not sure which move it is, but there's also that one move Isabelle does where she's running and she trips and breaks the pot.
Yeah.
I think it's just like that's probably just a dash
Dash
attack.
attack.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dash attack.
Isabelle. You could say she is a Belle.
I don't think Belle is a compliment.
I don't
Belle.
know
It's like
if
no.
it's-
Belle is like like Belle as in like the French
Belle.
word belle for girl.
female.
Yeah.
She's yeah, obviously it's a female name too.
Yeah, sure.
But also bell as in like the thing that you ring, cause her head is shaped like a bell. So she is a bell.
I guess it's shaped like a bell.
If you want to say it's shaped like a bell.
It is. Look at it. Like the little thing on the top is like the thing you hold on to and you ring it. Like and like her bow, like the thing. Oh, first it's like a dog collar, which is also really cool. But it's like that's where like the neck is. The neck of the what's it called? The bell. You don't see it? And like her ears are like they're like the outer part.
I mean, I guess you could say she looks like a bell.
She is a bell.
Okay, I got you. But just a question because I don't know this myself. The Smash Ultimate bundle, does it come with a Switch or not?
Yes.
So that means the bundle will include the Switch, the reskin things, the GameCube
I
controller.
believe it is
with the
$400 in
ports,
total.
and then Smash Ultimate. Okay. That bundle is thick.
I feel like playing Isabelle would be just like there's so many characters in Smash that are like extremely serious, or like really edgy, or just
Yeah, but
like,
then
really
we have Villager and Isabelle. They're quirky,
yeah,
really quirky.
just, it's nice to see. It's nice to have.
I
in
like
really
that
nice.
contrast.
It's just like the good old Villager. Here, let me water this tree and
Yeah.
smack the tree at your face. Boom.
Just gonna go fishing.
I'm gonna go. But then we have Isabelle now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
But I do like the similarities, obviously, because from the same fucking game and all.
It's very
It's
nice.
to see all the similarities.
Okay, was that the whole direct? I think that was
was the
I
everything.
think that was all
Direct?
direct. Yeah.
We even talked about that one game that wasn't in these screenshots. Thankfully, I remembered that. Town. Town.
Town. Wow.
Okay, how long has this been? Let me see. Hour 44 minutes.
Okay, that's a little much.
Hold on. I think I want to do one more thing. One more thing. Like you remember the second topic we mentioned? Or, I don't know. We didn't say it in the video, actually, I don't think. But remember what I told you earlier? Remember what I wanted to talk about? Oh. All right. Okay. So wait.
Yeah, what are you saying?
The second topic is stories from my workplace. I'm not gonna. I don't want
We're
to.
gonna have like this hyperlink that's like, oh, yeah, click this if you want to skip over the Nintendo Direct coverage.
Yeah.
And then literally an
Go to
hour
the
and 40
real
minutes
content.
later.
Yeah, really. An hour 45 minutes. Here we go. All right. 1:45. Here we go. So the real topic of this podcast, my work experience at Five Below.
Oh no.
Because some stuff has happened. I'm not gonna like go and like talk about everything. I'll just give like the biggest highlights. All right. So one highlight, I know there's this one day where one of our managers, he was like really chill. Usually. One day it was like this was like a Saturday night. So this family came in, and like they went like to the back with like there's like children and everything. They went to the back like with where all of our toys are, all that stuff. And they just went. They just started just like tearing boxes open, like packaging. They started just doing doing everything, like using like the basketballs and stuff, making all this noise. So then the manager goes out. It's like, hey, you need to stop, like you need to stop. But the guys are like, wait, no, we're just like trying stuff. We're just gonna see. Like, no, you gotta stop. And then it got like, it really escalated. Things really just got heated. People were like yelling. Now I was just at the register. I was just trying to help people leave. Like, I don't want to be associated with him, please. Like, the customer was talking to me like, yo, what's your manager doing back there? Because like they're like screaming, they're like yelling, like straight up. And then like the manager starts like cursing them out. It's like, get the fuck out of my store. It's like, whoa, hey. And the dude's like, wait, there are children here. He's like, nah, I don't give a damn. No, get out of the store. And then like they had to call like the mall security. Like, I've never seen that before. He just went Mount Vesuvius. Like, he just exploded. I think I really don't know where that came from. Like, maybe he was he like having a bad day? I don't know. Like, it just like, cause he like I don't know. Maybe I didn't stress this enough. He's really chill dude. He's always really cool, just like making jokes, like, just like yeah, dude. And he just exploded. You know what I mean? That's just like he just. I'm trying to say something, but I can't. I don't know how to say it. He's just so out of character.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Like, it was like, whoa, and then we like never talked about it again.
Yeah, sorry to cut you short, but it's time for me to go as well.
Oh, you're leaving.
Yes, I'll be going.
All right.
I'll be going. All right.
Good talk
Kevin.
today, lads. Good talk today.
That too.
Ooh.
Okay, I didn't get to tell my favorite story to him. Unfortunate. Okay, this will be the last one. So I think I might have mentioned this to you before, but back in June, I was helping. So I work in the register again, because I always do that. There were these two girls who came up with stuff, obviously. Do you remember? And like, there's that. Okay, I think I remember. I misspoke. Well, I didn't misspeak, but I did not word it well. I was checking them out, cause like I was at the register checking out. You know what I mean? Checking them. And then you were like, joking, oh, are you checking them out? But obviously, I wouldn't do that. Obviously. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but that's just not me. You know what I mean? But, okay. So one of them was so I was like scanning their items. And then they were just kind of like looking at me, like, cause like normally they look at like other items, they look at their own items, look at their phone. No, they were like looking at me, or like one of them was looking at me, and I just saw them out of the corner of my eye. I was like, huh, all right. So I just kept doing it. But then she's like, hey, do you have a girlfriend? I just stopped. Everything just stopped. It was like, y'all should know that what's that term? I'm like a hopeless romantic, except I'm not really like, I'm not really like that implies that I'm like just like desperately like looking all over the place, like trying to find love, but like I'm not. But like even if I were, I'd have no chance. So like when she said that, I was like, pause. What's going on here? She was, and then, so I asked her like wait, what? And like, yeah, do you have a girlfriend? And like, no. Do you need one? And I just died. Do you need one? That really got me. Are you there? Hello? Oh, you are there.
No.
Okay. What was I say? Oh yeah. Do you need one? Do you need one? I'll get entertained by like stuff really easily. I don't like some things will just be like, you know what? That's really funny. That's cool. That's cool. And that was one of those things. That just really like, like I was like, so I'll replay that in my head over and over. Do you need one? Do you need one? Okay. So then, what I didn't tell you. Okay. Well, I checked them out. I scanned their items, total, yeah, and then they left. But what I didn't tell you is that they actually came back. I saw them again, like, a couple of weeks ago. Like, they came back. So then the girl was like, oh, hey, do you remember me? And it's like, yeah, of course I remember you. You're like the one girl who's... the one girl who's ever just shown, like, actually showed me any type of romantic interest, like, in me, like, directly to me. I keep dropping my mic. Of course I remember you. But then she was like, nah, you don't remember. Like, I definitely remember you. So, and then she was, and then no, she didn't ask me again. But it was just really funny. So you know what? I think I might, if I see them a third time, something might happen. That's what I'm saying.
I think the second time something should have happened.
So I don't know. I really don't know.
Because like after the second time, you should make something happen, or else you're just pushing your luck.
Cause I was like, because I was like on the job and I wasn't expecting it. I never expected to see them again. I was caught off guard. I got caught with my pants down. I did not see it coming. It actually just caught me trying to fill it with my belt. It was wow. But now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. So if they come around again, I don't know.
So Kidus was checking out these girls.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
And they saw him fiddling with it.
Come on, really? I really just did that.
Okay.
Did I really just do that?
I'm sleepy. Mwah.
Wait, okay, we gotta end the podcast. All right?
Yeah, you do that.
No, okay. I am alone. I'm alone. I am alone. Everyone just left one by one. It's like that. It's like Super Paper Mario, like the ending. Like Bowser sacrifices himself. No, you Peach, you go ahead. Yeah. So yeah, I guess this was the first Black and Yellow podcast. This was pretty cool. I wish we could have talked about more than the direct. But I mean that was good. That was good. All right, so
Talk for so long.
what?
Nothing done.
I'm so, I'm ending it. I'm in the process. You know, I was really rude.
No, you should have just ended it on goodbye, everybody.
All right, you know what? Okay, we talked
Bye,
about this.
everybody.
No, okay, goodbye, everybody.